Hard work, you have to, first of all, one has to believe that hard work pays off. It's not your IQ, it's nothing. What matters in hard work, results are gonna be based on hard work, because when you are moving through this journey, especially, there are so much like anxious moments when you want to give up, like you literally want to get back, and you're like, if I will get 2000 or 1000 rank, that's enough.
So, good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Raman from DentAcmian, and I am very proud. I have a very special guest with me today. He is Dr. Faizan. Okay, he is from Srinagar, and I can now proudly say, right, he was my student in a college where I am a professor in a department. And when he was in college, I would have never dreamt of that he will achieve what he has now. So that is why he is specially invited. So his journey, I'm sure, will motivate anybody who's preparing, who is even thinking of preparation. But of course, what he went through, how it became possible, that is what has to be shared with everybody. Right? As the reason for him to being our center is that he could motivate, he could tell, he could make you believe that it is possible. Right? So that is the whole purpose. Right, so welcome, Dr. Faizan.
Thank you so much,
and
sir.
Congratulations for your rank.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm really proud of you. Okay. Right, so a few years back when you actually contacted me, so
yes,
it was like you said, sir, I'll do it. Even that time I was like, yes, he can work hard, but I was never sure that you will be in a government college ultimately. But you made me proud in that way, and your confidence has brought confidence in me also. Okay. So
really appreciate
that is something I really feel good about. Right. So you can start your journey, how it all went, and what is the feeling now? What is the feeling in the family? Your feeling, and now you have come back to visit your parent college. Right? So you have been here for last 1 week. So how is it all going? So how is the feeling?
First of all, I would love to thank my creator. Like, start from there. Then I would thank my parents and my brother, right? Because it's a journey for all the family members, right? Like, starting from the day one to the end. It's just because of them. And what? First of all, let's get started from the basics. Like, where I started, I decided to when I completed my MDS completely with BDS with internship. Then I decided to go for to study for this NEET. So I was looking for the tuitions, and my friend recommended your DentAcmian. So I did join that, and with that my journey started. Right. Initially, when I started, I didn't knew much. Like, I literally didn't even knew how many subjects are there to that extent. Then I contacted you, and you were very welcoming, and it just started, and I don't know how, but it went through. Got like cleared the exam.
So okay. See, there are many students who, then I'll just tell you what questions and myths he has just discarded with his hard work. One was a student, we are from a private college, will we be able to do it or not? First question. Second question was, so we don't get time, right? Or we have not studied well, we had supplies, right? All those questions, will we be able to do it or not? There were a lot of self-doubts for students who start preparing. They start with a lot of self-doubt, right? But he has proved everybody that if you, because I know in UG, as he said, he must be an intelligent student, but not focusing on dentistry that time, maybe, right? But afterwards, once he decided, he gave everything to it. Okay, so what this means is, if you decide and you give your 100%, right? Give your 100%, it is achievable for anybody. Okay, I hope I'm saying right.
It's completely clear. Like, hard work, you have to, first of all, one has to believe that hard work pays off. It's not your IQ. It's nothing. What matters in hard work, results are gonna be based on hard work, because when you are moving through this journey, especially, there are so much like anxious moments when you want to give up. Like
Right.
you literally want to get back, and you're like, if I will get 2,000 or 1,000 rank, that's enough. Because उसके नीचे तो नहीं आएगा. That's how
Right.
mindset works. But I was like literally from the day one, when I didn't knew anything, like literally anything. I started with the thought I will get in top 10, and I did message you, sir, do help me. I will get through. I am giving you my guarantee. I am not failed before. I will not now.
Yes.
So that was a big motivation, because one would say what, like writing somewhere, like दीवार पे लिखना or anywhere, or writing a message to you even. That was back of my mind. I have written this thing to my sir. I can't back out now. Right. So how hard work like I would love to say that once you start the journey, starting with one would say पहले 2 घंटे करते फिर 4 घंटे, I would say that's like it will waste your time. You have to jump start as soon as possible. Maybe 8, maybe 6 hours for a week, then directly next week 8 hours, because whoever is in competition, right, he's gonna get ahead of you, and you will never get those hours back. And if you're talking about 6 hours, that's like a top student, like who is studying for this PG. Somebody might be like, most probably might be studying for 7 months for 12 hours at least. And many are preparing from 4th year, and some are from internship and all. So you have to plan your path accordingly. When you are studying for 12 hours, so you have to start like abruptly, according to me, because if you will go 3, 4 hours, you with time you will get blunt, like it's enough, because there's lots of things going on in your life. But if you want to put 100% focus on your journey, then you have to give, I would say, if there is 6 months, then go for 8 to 10 hours minimum, like that's bare minimum. 12 hours, if you can cross it, that's beautiful, like because the more you work, the more will be done. That's it.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So, see, basic message is what I'm getting from his words is because he has worked. He has Faizan. So, how was the journey? Was it difficult journey? Was it an easy journey, or it was smooth throughout? How was it?
I would say, if I would say it was easy, I'm completely lying, right? It was very difficult. It was very challenging, very stressful, like whole around 9 months, very hard. But I had in my mind, I had to get this, and I knew from the day I started I would get it, no matter what.
That is
So
really nice.
that's the reason I was able to put in the hours. And luckily I got few people around me who helped me out through the journey, like what all to study. I used to call you when I used to get stressed out. So that was the most helpful thing for me. And secondly, the amount of books I used was very concise, like information was very concise. I followed literally whatever you said. I did those things. I didn't add anything, I didn't subtracted anything, that's all. Because what I felt was, if I'm studying here, because I have seen you in college and all, I knew I had to put in 100% trust in you. Secondly, I would say, because I was not very much into academic, so it wasn't difficult for me, because I didn't know basics, I didn't have any distraction, I didn't know the names of the books. So I questions as much as you can. That's what I did. That's all. Because I had concise notes, so my focus was over there. I was not roaming around like doing something. And when you are at that level of competition, you know that these things are very difficult to remember, right? You will read maybe some book within a week. If you haven't revised it before your exam at least twice or thrice, it's waste. That complete book is waste. Like your maybe 2 days, 3 days. That's where I got edge from those who were like pondering all over the place.
Small takeaway would be that keep things very simple, concise, but make sure you revise them again and again. Right? Don't just run after multiple books. He had his notes, he had his books, and that is what he stuck to, and he revised them again and again. Right? So that is a very, very important message, because that is a big mistake students do. Right? So
Right?
Perfect.
I set up my mind from the day one. I had to study 10 hours. I started from 10 hours. Though when I used to go through YouTube videos, they are like 4 hours, then 5. Depends on like personality to personality. I directly went for 10. Then for 6 months it was over I would say 12 hours. Like for 160 days I have studied for more than 12 hours and rest 8 to 10. Right? Because I felt that's what I need. That's what it demanded, to be very frank.
Yes.
And then after that, it's like, and staying regarding the motivation, I would say, if you know why you are doing this, like that makes huge difference. Like how you will manage your time, your anxiety, your emotions, right? If you are like confused, bus PG karna, and you don't know what to do after that, literally in the 10th hour, when you are studying for a day, in the 10th hour, you will be like, it's enough, but chhod deta hu, right? But if you know why you are doing this, what it means for you, then you will go beyond anything. And you know, like literally, if you are studying even 11 hours, there is somebody somewhere who is gonna give 12th hour. He's gonna beat you 1 hour every single day.
Absolutely.
And he's gonna pass you over. And if you don't want to if you don't want any regrets, give 100% for 9 to 10 months. If you couldn't make it, you will be satisfied. I had tried.
Absolutely.
You might give another try. Second try, it's 100% you will get it. There is no doubt about it. But if you are like 6 hours din mein, and at the end of the day you are getting like after giving your exam, you have not improved. You have wasted those 6 hours. Give those 6 hours somewhere else. Enjoy karo usse better है मेरे हिसाब से. So if you are giving your time for this, then go 100% or else don't even think to start. I would say because time is short.
Yes. A very important message again. Why is very important. You should know the reason why you have started and what difference it will make in your life. Okay, so that is a huge push. Many students they just start because their friends have started. So let's do this, or we don't have any other option. Let's do this only. So, but if you find your reason, because there is always a reason. There is always something you are looking for in your career, in your future. So find that reason and attach that reason with the goal, and ensure you'll get the push. Now we are 4-5 months before exam. So exam is about to come. INCT is in November. So what will be your last message to the students, or message will be like what they should do and what they should not do. Right? So I think should not do is much more important. So what will be your messages for these two scenarios for students?
Let's start with what one should do. First of all, most important, make your timetable. Like I feel like that because it will always keep you in touch with your thing. If you are missing a day, you know you have missed something. If you have it, it's like gone. You don't even realize you have missed a day or something like that. Secondly, make your notes very concise. Like completely concise, as much as you can revise at the end of the day. The more revision, the better. Right. Thirdly, I would suggest to cut off from the social media. It's kind of baggage as of now for next 6 months or whatever time you have. The reason being the thoughts, like you might realize or not, subconsciously it is going to affect you, right? Absolutely. It will take your time. I would say even like whatever you take in terms of thoughts, whether it's through songs, whether it's through reading something, whether through movies or whatever, be very sure what you are getting in, because that's what is going to come out. And literally for these 6 months, it's one day at a time. Because you can't, if you are studying, if you are completely into this journey, then you are studying 12 hours a day. If you miss 1 hour in a single day, you might feel it on another like 13 ghante pad loge. But third day you can't. 14, it's I would not say impossible, but I couldn't do this. Right. So I would suggest that concise what you are what you are getting into yourself. The books or movies or whatever you are watching in your free time, that affects the people you are around, that have huge effects. Thirdly, don't overstress. This is the most important thing.
Yes.
Right. The reason being, if you get anxious, you don't know how to manage that anxiety. that 5 minutes of anxiety because of one question
Hmm.
will maybe, depending on your emotion, may ruin your day,
May ruin your whole preparation only.
whole preparation all.
Yes,
So
yes,
you
yes.
have to be, that's the reason you have to decide why you are doing this. That why will help you during these times, right? And thirdly, I would say personally what I did, I always asked you regarding what shall I do, and I followed it like blindly. Like I never second guessed it. I did what was said, and that helped a lot. And as it is said, like 1 hour of preparation, 15 minutes of planning will literally save you for like weeks or months. So that's what I did. Like I planned, I discussed with you what all to study, what all to get, like what all to left, right? That's more important. And thirdly, your exams, like these mocks, was most important, because even though you have read the topic 100 times, you will get a question from the same topic. The answer is over there, but you won't be able to answer it. It's how it is.
Yes.
And initially you will get like I would say lots of mistakes, same questions, same thing over and over again. It will demotivate you. It doesn't happen to you only, it happens to everyone. I would say that like if you are in, like pata hota hai, like one knows where he stands, like mentally he knows abhi main 1000 rank mein aa raha hu, then 500 mein aa raha hu. I would say the pressure with the one who is at the top, like maybe he's joined some tuitions or whatever, or who's doing these mocks. He gives exam every week. Maybe if 100, 200 or 1000 students are giving the exam, he is in top 10. He has more pressure than you, because you have a lot to learn. You have, first of all, you have a lot to learn, so you are always occupied. He's not. If he deviates, he's wasting his time, because you are on track. You know where you are going. You know your content. You know there's a lot to learn. You don't get like bore wala feeling nahi aata hame. But जो topper होता है, he has lots to lose. When you say maybe toppers के साथ ये नहीं हो रहा, they are going a lot more than you are, as like when you are starting or even at the mid of the this preparation. And thirdly, I would say don't overestimate everything. Like 30,000 students hai, 20,000 students hai, it doesn't mean anything. It's like 1,000 students who are gonna study with dedication, and that's what you want to. That's what you want to go. Like you have to beat those 1,000 students. You go through them, you won. That's it. And how you do it? It's hard work. It's not your IQ. IQ maybe 5%, 10%, but it's all your hard work. The time you put in, it's gonna show up on your exam. Because what I felt was around top 2,000 to 3,000 students, everybody has studied the same, every one of them.
Yes.
Because there is no difference among like the amount of knowledge you have, the amount of, maybe he might have studied 10 books extra, maybe he might be started his preparation 3 years back or whatever, but he can't keep everything, he can't remember everything at one moment in a 1 hour. So जो top 2,000 students होता है, knowledge is same. Everybody has read everything very thoroughly. Maybe Pulse के 10 revision हो गए हैं, and some other books वो सब. What at the end, what it boils down to is your confidence, your how much literally how much you want it, and how you gonna discipline your emotions, right? So I would say your emotions, your discipline, and your hard work will pay off. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to make mistakes in your exam. I made some very silly mistakes. Then I realized. But at the end of the day, everybody, top 2,000 students whom you are competing with, if you have kept your health in check, your spiritual, whatever you want to say, your that thing in check, your health, mental health, everything, that helps a lot. It's not like you are studying like whatever you want, and at the end of the day, before exams, you get so much anxiety that you are like, ab nahi ho raha. It shouldn't happen. I would suggest have good sleep, good diet, plan your diet accordingly. वो डाइट का ज़्यादा हो जाएगा.
Okay. Right. So, see, from his talks till now, what I have perceived is, I believe now is that whatever situation he went through or whatever situation he had to face, for various reasons, he always has that one positive, strong mindset. Right. So that is what I'm getting from his thoughts. Right. So he always believed. Right. He never self-doubted, and he had the confidence, and he, of course, he followed that with the hard work. Okay, that is required. Hard work, as we always say, right? So hard work can beat any talent if talent is not working hard. It's that simple, right? So it's not about the talent, but it's much more about the amount of hard work you do in your work. So that is what he has done, and it has really given him very good results. He is third ranker in J&K now. And very soon he'll be doing oral surgery from a government college, which was his dream. He wanted to be a surgeon, right? So he'll be a surgeon for sure, right? So that is amazing. Okay, so I wish him all the best,
Thank you so
Faizan,
much.
all the very best, and keep be the way you are. Right? Be the positive mindset you are, and I'm sure you'll achieve much bigger heights with this, right? You are a hardworking guy. You are a positive mindset. Things will turn up good for you, right?
Perfect.
Just keep be consistent, be the way you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very important, and hopefully we'll see him in a much higher positions, right? So in coming years, right? So all the best.
Thank you so
All
much.
the best wishes.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
coming.